When you think about movie history, you probably picture old Hollywood studios, right? But what if I told you a real cinematic treasure map was hidden in plain sight, in the small towns of California's Central Valley? Well, today we're going to decode a pretty mysterious list that connects these unlikely places to some of the biggest movies ever made. Okay, so this is it. This is where our whole investigation kicks off. It's just a screenshot from a notes app. I know, it doesn't look like much, but trust me, this is way more than just a list. It's basically a treasure map. You've got this jumbled town names, movie titles, and years. Porterville, Lindsay, Visalia, these are not exactly Hollywood hotspots, so what on earth is the connection? That's the big question, isn't it? So come on, join me on this little cinematic road trip through California's Central Valley. We're going to figure this list out and uncover some amazing film history that's been hiding right under our noses. Let's do it. First up, let's talk about the golden age of Hollywood. Because it turns out this whole connection between the valley and the silver screen, it's not a new thing at all. It goes way, way back. And it kind of shows you why filmmakers have always been drawn to the unique vibe of this region. So our map kicks things off in Porterville. All the way back in 1948, it was a key backdrop for the Disney film So Dear to My Heart. And what's so cool about this is, even at the absolute peak of Hollywood glamour, when studios could literally build anything they wanted, they were still heading out to small towns like this to find that authentic, all-American feel that you just can't fake on a movie set. All right, from Porterville, our map points us to Lindsay, California. And this is where the story gets really, really interesting, because this one little town has a filmography that stretches across almost 70 years. It just goes to show how versatile a place can be. And just look at this contrast. On one hand, you've got Gone with the Wild, this classic adventure flick from 1939. And then, on the complete other end of the spectrum, you have the stoner comedy Pineapple Express from 2008. I mean, it is the perfect example of how one single town can be the setting for two totally different cinematic worlds, decades apart. Wild. And to finish off our little tour of the classics, our list points us to Exeter, which was a key location for the much-loved 1991 film Fried Green Tomatoes. So you're starting to see the pattern here, right? For that iconic small-town America feel, the Central Valley has been Hollywood's secret weapon for a long, long time. But here's the thing. The valley isn't just a pretty backdrop. Sometimes its own stories are the ones that take center stage. So now we're going to see how this region didn't just host movies, but actually inspired them. Yeah, it's not always about finding a charming main street to film on. Hollywood has also looked at the Central Valley and found these rich, true stories about its people, and then turned those local tales into huge, global hits. I mean, a perfect example is Disney's 2015 movie McFarland USA. You've probably heard of it, right? It's based on the incredible true story of a high school cross-country team. But what our map shows us is that telling this one story right required a filmmaking effort that stretched all across the region. And boom, there it is on our list. Both Farmersville and Dinuba are listed for McFarland USA. This shows you that to capture the real spirit of that story, they had to draw from different communities, different landscapes. It's about way more than just one location. It's about capturing the soul of an entire area. Okay, so we've hit the classics and we've covered the true stories. Now, let's get into the weird stuff. This is where our little map takes some really fun and unexpected turns. Case in point, Springville. The note just says, Yak-de-Yak 2002-2003. What is that? A TV show? A lost movie? The note's a total mystery, but it suggests the nearby forest towns were part of something called Yak-de-Yak. It's hilarious, and it just goes to show you the wonderfully weird stuff that finds a home in these unexpected places. And the variety here is just, it's amazing. This isn't just a list, it's proof of the region's incredible range. You've got Visalia, connected to the animated kids movie Barnyard. Can you just picture the animators out there getting inspiration? Then, Tulare City has a link to the absolute 90s classic Matilda. Woodlake hosted an indie film called Lost on Purpose, and Fresno is even connected to the animated web series Camp Camp. I mean, from family animation to cult classics to modern web series, the range is absolutely unbelievable. So, after that whirlwind tour, what's the big takeaway? Let's kind of zoom out for a second and look at the full picture our hidden map has painted for us. Just look at all the ground we've covered, and all from one simple note on a phone. Porterville, Lindsay, Exeter, Farmersville, Dinuba, Visalia, Tulare City, Woodlake, Fresno, and yeah, even mysterious Springville. Every single one is a little piece of movie history. And that's the real magic here, isn't it? The movies we love aren't just made on some soundstage in Burbank. They're woven right into the fabric of everyday towns and ordinary landscapes. You just gotta know where to look. And that really leaves us with one final thought. This was just one map for one small corner of California. It really makes you wonder, what cinematic stories are hidden right in your hometown? What untold histories are just waiting to be discovered? Maybe right in your own backyard.